Hey, hey, MVP family. I am here this morning and I just feel so good inside and it's still early in the morning and I'm just wanting to remind us that as we get up to start the day, I want us to keep in mind that remember that God taught us how to pray, right? One of the things that He left with us as a guide to how we should live and the kind of things that we should use to empower ourselves with greatness is that He taught us how to pray, right? Um, he didn't just leave it us up to us. He taught us how to pray. And when we pray, a part of what He asks us to do is to remember to ask for a daily portion of bread. Give us this day our daily bread. It didn't say, God, I want riches. God, I want to have a house. I want to have a car. He said, give us this day our daily bread. For some of us, our daily bread is to continue the projects that we're doing. For some of us, our daily bread is to help our children get through college. For us, our daily bread is just to provide a meal for our families. For us, our daily bread might be a little bit more, asking so that we can have enough to give someone else. But we all have the opportunities to ask for our daily portion of bread. And as we ask for these daily portions, I want us to remember that because money, some of us have done well and we might have a few dollars, but at the end of the day, when you're not feeling well, you're just not feeling well, right? You're still a human being. A lot of us, because we have a few dollars, we become invincible. We become so uppity and we become so selfish and so unrealistic and so inhuman. We become so, we just think that once we have a few dollars, that headaches are not ours anymore, and belly aches are not ours, and tears are not ours anymore, and arthritis is not ours anymore, cancer is not ours anymore. We feel like we are untouchable. We forget how to love. We forget how to appreciate. We tear our families apart. We just feel like, oh, we don't need people anymore. We just feel like, oh, I got my money. I got this, but it's not so. It is just not so. So today, as you ask for your daily portion of bread, people, even when you get that portion, you please make sure you reach out and touch somebody. You reach out. Some people don't know how to pray. Teach them how to pray and ask so they can ask for their daily portion. So this morning I got up and, I am so thankful. I am so thankful for people in my life that I can have good conversations with. People in my life who are loving and kind. And, my sister in New York, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but you know what? I'm so blessed to have her. My children, my niece, I have a niece in Maine. And it's just, they're different people. They're just different people. My brother, I only have one brother, but I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful for him. And as we go forth, as I say, people, it's not about the amount of money we have. It's not about that. At the end of the day, let us remember to continue to be human beings who understand what it is to not have had when they were in that position, when they didn't have. Let them not forget that even with the money, you have the money, but when you hurt, the hurt is real, right? When you hurt, the hurt is real. When no one cares about you, no one loves you, no one reaches out, no one wakes up in the morning and remember you exist, that is real because your money, even with all the money, you still have that emptiness inside. So give us this day our daily bread. God taught it to us. And when He taught it to us, He wants us. If we say we are Christ-like, or we call ourselves Christians, or whatever we call ourselves. Sometimes we don't call ourselves anything, but we do care for others, and we do live the way he had modeled for us to live. So as we go forth, I'm just saying, people, I just I just needed to reach out this morning and just talk to us, and I'll let you know that those friendships that you create, you know, sometimes they are so it just makes you feel good for the day. It just makes you feel good. And especially when people speak to you genuinely. You ever hear some people that keep telling you, oh, they're this, they're that, oh, they love you so much. But then you look at their behaviors and you just say, of course, that's what love looks like. That's what love sounds like. And then you have some people who hardly, say something, and or when they do say it, or when they express to you their feelings of gratitude, or then it feels real, and you feel like, in your heart you can tell. You can tell in your heart. I know I can, when things are genuine, or when it's just fluff. It's just people saying things because they are capable of saying it. So today, as you create friendships, and as you teach them how to pray, and as you pray yourselves, let us remember that material things are nothing, but what makes things different, no matter how much we have, is when we're willing to part of it. Just give back to others. Having 6 beds in a house is nothing when you have people sleeping on the floor, on the cold concrete. People with children, and we say, oh, why did they have them if they couldn't take care of them? Children are God's blessings. Children are God's blessings to mankind. And whether they are your kids, or you have foster kids, or you adopt kids, or you are a step parent, the way you treat them tells a lot about you. And so I say, don't be happy you have so much. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily portion. And from that portion, let us remember to give back. It's not about, a lump sum that creates rift in your family. It's not about lump sums that make you say hurtful, harsh things about people. People who helped you when you had nothing. Let it not be about that. Let us be better than that. Let us, as we ask for daily portions, be happy to give back, and it doesn't even matter. Sometimes you have your last dollar and somebody says, boy, I don't have it. I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they have some money in their savings account, right? And that money, if they take that money out, the money is going to, the account is going to be charged a fee to take that money out. But that person was willing to take that money out to help somebody else. That's selfless. That's what love looks like. That is what love looks like. It's not about the abundance, but it's about the little that you have, but you're willing to sacrifice and help someone else, knowing that in time, as we ask God, He always replenishes. And so for those of you who are just, your hearts are light, and sometimes you think, oh, you're going to die a pauper, but you'll never die a pauper, because you know what? When you do kind things, God always creates that opportunity for somebody to come back and be there for you. So you'll never be a pauper. You'll never be hungry. You'll never be. Because Christ tells you that the little things you do for the people around you, you've done it unto Him. So just think that if He's saying that, you know that His promises are true, and that He'll never leave you nor forsake you, but He'll continue to provide your daily portion so that you will be okay. You'll never have to beg bread. So people, as you go forth in love and thanksgiving and good giving and supporting others, whether it's words, deeds, or your actions. Feel good that you serve a living God who will never, ever forsake you. He'll never, never renege on any of his promises. He's always there. He sits up high and he looks below and he knows and he sees everything. So claim your blessings today, and as you go forth, remember to love Miss Bev's production. Subscribe to the channel, please. Share a video or two. Be a light to others. And if you can't be good, be careful, but leave me a comment. You know that I respond to all your comments. I so respond to your comments because I love your comments. I love when you talk to me and I talk right back to you and with you. And thank you for appreciating the things that I do. Those of you who just love me, Grandma's Reading Corner, there'll be more coming soon. I just trying to make sure that I label all of them so that each book that I read is visible and so you can go in and love it. I want to make sure that all the books are read on its own video. I did a live the other night and I did read The Cat in the Hat Returns. I know people might not find it easily because it was in the live. So I need to edit it and show the book. But just support, encourage, lift up little Grayson and Gia Marie. They're babies growing, and as we create a mold for them, as we guide them and support them, I'm just praying and hoping that they will choose the right path. I just pray and hope that, like Samuel, when God calls, they will say, "Speak, Lord, for we hear you," instead of being angry and aggressive and and just hateful. So just pray with me. Help me lift them up. Because, prayer works. Prayer does work. And all of you out there with your projects and your little things that you're trying to make things better for yourself, your families, your community, whatever it is, I am sending strength your way so that everything will work out to the best. And I hope that your projects will not change who you are, but you'll continue to just be those people who are giving back to others and don't feel comfortable because now you have that you become ugly and mean and nasty. Just be your true selves. And one friend says, always be something in the dark and be humble in the light. Be true to yourself in the dark and be humble in the light. Let us be that. Let us always be humble. Because remember, it's in humility the Lord says to us that he who humbles himself shall be lifted up, but he that exalteth himself shall be abased, shall be brought down. And so let us continue to be humble. Because at the end of the day, God will see you in your humble state and will absolutely lift you up. So wherever you are, I'm just hoping that this moment that you'll feel blessed, you'll feel empowered, you'll feel good inside. You'll understand that it's okay to do good. It doesn't matter how small it is. It is okay to do good. It's okay to give back the little you have, to buy a lunch for somebody, to share with somebody. Even when you have your last penny, you never know. And sometimes when you give that last penny, you're like, what happened? Yesterday I did so and so, and this morning I got up and this person came and gave me triple what that little sandwich cost or that beef patty or whatever it is. I'm talking to my friends in Jamaica also. You're surprised, but that's how God works. You got to prove him, you got to trust him. And know that as you step out each day and you pray, our Father who art in heaven, he says that we must ask to give us this day our daily bread. Not a week's worth, not a month's worth, not a year's worth. This day, our daily bread. If you can't be good, be careful, but walk good with love. Thank you.